Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to our channel, Mr. Cuda. Today we're going to talk about our engine, and the oil pan is it's a forward sump oil pan. We're going to change it over to a mid sump, and we're going to show you the things that we're doing. We have to change it because the K-frame is in the way of where the sump used to be. So let's get started and we'll show you that. Is your fingers in the way? All right, so this is our old oil pan. It's a forward sump oil pan. So this is the sump right here. So the K-frame is going to go right here. So we're going to put a mid sump. The mid sump is going to be right here in the center. So I'm going to take this off. Can you back up a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a forward sump oil pan.
It cut my dad.
It did cut my finger, yeah.
And my...
The edges are sharp.
And you're bleeding, right?
I'm bleeding right there. Okay. Okay. So this is the mid sump oil pan. And to put that on, what we do, get this right here. We take this tray off. So that's already off. And now we take off the oil pickup, which used to be in the front, and we took off the mount right here and we moved it to the main back there. And then what's going to happen is we have this new pickup.
Oh, that is cool.
And it's going to bolt on like that.
That is awesome.
And that's going to pick up the oil in the middle.
Is it gold?
No, it's not gold.
Oh.
It's going to pick up the oil in the middle of this mid sump oil pan. So that's, the sump is in the middle, and now our K-frame can go across the front right here.
Cool.
So we move the oil sump back. But to put this on, come take a look over here now. To put this on, we have to put, there's some stuff that has to go down in there. There's like a baffle. And then we have a new windage tray. This will get bolted into here. We put a new O-ring on this. And we put a new bolt. And we put some blue Loctite. And we put the bolt in there with Loctite. And we torque them down, and then we seal it up. So we're gonna get this stuff going. We're gonna turn off the camera for now, and then we'll come back in a minute once it's ready to go. All right, see you guys in a minute. Okay, so we're gonna put our oil pan together, and the instructions say we're supposed to put the baffle down inside the bottom of this oil pan, and if you're using a Holley dipstick, which we are, then you don't use this little deflector. I think that's for the end of the deal there. So we have a Holley dipstick that's going to go on the side of our engine case. If you come over here and look, we took, there's a little hole right here that this goes through, and we took the plug out of that, and that's where that goes down inside of the inside the oil pan to check how much oil is down in there. And we popped this little plug out of there. See that there?
They see it.
Okay. So that we can get this dipstick to go through that hole. But before we do that, it tells us that we need to put these 4 bolts in with some blue Loctite into the oil pan over here. And we're going to torque them to 8 to 10 foot-pounds. I need to come over here and get the piece that we need to put in there. Come on over here. So this is the piece that we're going to put down in here. So that's going to keep the oil from splashing around and stuff.
And going down?
No, yeah, the oil's going to go down there in the bottom.
Down there.
Yep. And that's where So our instructions tell us, right there, put the 4 bolts in with that deal there. So we're going to do that now.
That is so many bolts.
Yep, and these are all the bolts that we have. We got the O-ring for our new pickup. We've got a new plug for the drain. We've got all kinds of bolts. There's actually plugs. Some people run the turbo, and they have oil return and stuff that goes back. And then these are all the bolts that hold the pan on. So,
but what is
let's do this now.
These ones? What is these ones?
Those are the bolts that hold the pan on.
How about these ones?
That's a plug that goes in there and plugs up the hole for the turbo return.
Whoa, what is this one? What is this one?
That's the drain plug. So we all have the drain over there. We want to plug the drain up.
It looks like a house, or not.
I'm gonna cut the end of that off. So we can
Why
get
cut it?
So the blue, this is Loctite. That's what holds the bolt in the hole, so it doesn't come out. You can't get it focused.
Yeah.
All right, so here's our torque wrench. We're gonna torque the bolts down in there. First, I'm gonna do the first one, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. Okay. And
Okay.
We're gonna let Brennan do it. So what we do is we take this blue Loctite and we squirt a little bit out on the threads. Oh, that's a lot of it. That's a little too much. And then what we do is we start that into the hole there. And wipe off the extra. And then we get this thing going down in there. So that blue stuff is going to get hard over time. So take a look here. So we have to put this number on number 8 to 10. So we're going to go up to 10. So there's 5, 6, 7, 8. How about we'll just go to 9? 9. Just before the 10 on the 4. And what we do,
Scared me. That scared me. That really scared me.
okay, so that's in. You want me to put what are you recording, the ground?
No.
You want me to put these all in and you torque them?
Sure.
Okay.
Ah.
So I'm going to run these down by hand. Are you getting that? Get this one down by hand. And one more over here by hand. Okay. Now we're going to use the wrench. I'm going to trade with Brennan. He's going to torque them. And what you do is you twist it until it clicks, and you'll feel the handle click when it's done. Okay?
Heavy.
Okay. So let's start with this one. You need to hold it flat. Hold the pan with your leg. I think we're gonna go this way. So let's start going this way first. Put your other hand up there on the head. Yep. Put your hand there to balance it. And then you're gonna pull it back this way. And then do it again. Okay, pull on it. Did you just feel it click? Hold on. Did you feel it click? Go back. Okay, pull it a little bit. Let me try it. Let me see. You hold this camera for a second. Let me see if you're getting the click or not. Oh yeah. Okay. Go ahead and try it again. Hold the pan. Here, I'll hold the pan for you. Okay, pull on it until you feel it click. Pull on it. Pull. Nope, you gotta hold it straight up and down. Hold this straight up and down, okay? Okay, pull on it. Hold on a second. Get back where you were standing before. Okay. Now pull on it. Keep this straight. Keep this straight up and down. Pull.
I am.
There, feel that click? No, stop. Feel that click? Pull on it. That's the click. That's tight enough. That's tight enough right there. Okay. This one now.
Wait, you did this one.
Nope, I haven't done any. Okay, go back. Is that a click?
Yeah.
Okay, next one. Okay.
Heard it.
Okay, I hope you're getting them because this thing better not fall apart while we're driving around the freeway. You can go back and try it again. Go back.
Heard it.
Okay. Let me double check you. Click. 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 Good. Okay. So now we got our little pan down there. That looks good. Oh man, I got another cut. Got cuts everywhere. Okay, so next we have this windage tray. And this is how the oil pan sits. Remember the K-frame goes under here?
Yeah.
Then we have this windage tray. The oil drips down on here and then it goes down inside. But we need to put this onto the engine first. So that's where it goes. It goes in these little tabs right here. And it sits in there like that. But we need to put it on the engine first because we have to bolt the oil pickup. And the oil pickup has to go through here. So this goes here, like that. And then we need to put this on here. But first we need our O-ring on here. And you see the oil pan sits right on top of this, really nice and tight. And it sucks up the oil from the bottom here. But what we need to do, we need to take this O-ring here. And they say to use the engine oil, so let's do that. Put some engine oil on it. I'll get some right out of here. This old can right down here. We got some engine oil there. So it makes that thing nice and slippery there. So it doesn't pinch it. And then we put it up here. And that oil, that O-ring is gonna keep it sealed up nice and tight right there. Okay. Now we need to put blue Loctite on the bolt that goes here. And we need to put Loctite on the nut that goes here. And we need to torque them to 250 inch-pounds, which is about 21 foot-pounds. So that's these two here.
No way!
So we're gonna go ahead and put some blue on there. And that guy's gonna run right down inside there.
Where are we doing it now?
This is gonna hold the oil tube on. So that runs down there.
You do gotta go fast.
And then here, we put blue on this guy. and that's going to hold that nut on.
Whoop.
Keep it from coming off. Now we just need to find the socket for that.
Did you hear that?
There's the socket. Okay, we got him here.
Do you hear that? Do you hear that?
Okay. So let's go ahead and
do what?
get this torque wrench. And we'll put this to,
Again?
yeah. It has to be tight just to the perfect amount. So this goes up to 21 this time. There's 20. We'll do 20.5 because that's actually where it's about supposed to be.
My
And then
legs.
oh yeah. That's the torque. And then we'll do this one. Okay. Okay, those are both torqued. Now the pan is next. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some black RTV. We're gonna fill these little gaps in here.
I'm gonna see how long it is.
Are you still helping me?
Inches. When it's going down, it is. When it's going down, it is at 23 when it's going down.
I think we're gonna give that a shot.
And your head.
Okay. Now we're gonna put this pan on, and like we were showing you before, the
Please don't
tray,
hit me.
the tray needs to line up in these slots right here. The tray's up there. You can see that it's underneath the oil pickup tube. And then we put the RTV in some of these corners here. Now we just need to line up the pan. And make sure that, okay. So what I need to do is make sure that the pan is under, or the pan is lined up with that windage tray underneath, which it looks like it is. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start running these bolts in. There's a lot of them that go all the way around. All right, so now we're going to torque the oil pan, and there's a torque pattern. You see it here? And the pattern goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So you kind of go back and forth. So I'm going to start on top and go here, here, there, 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 there. And we've got our torque wrench set to 8 foot-pounds. And we're going to go ahead and start. Eight. 1, 2, 3, 4,
4 is taking a long time.
yeah, 5.
I think 5 takes more longer than 20.
Where's the last one?
21.
21.
Jinx!
Okay.
And Jinx.
So there's our oil pan. We took the forward sump oil pan off and put the middle sump oil pan on. And we have the windage tray in there. We have the new pickup tube that picks up the oil from the very bottom. And when this is flipped upside down, all the oil sits down in here.
It goes like, oh, I forgot. It could go anyway.
Where's the top of the engine?
Top.
Probably
Right.
goes this way. Top of the engine's like that. That's the top. That's the oil pan. Okay. All right, one other thing we got to do is take this oil filter off, and then this this oil cooler, I believe, needs to come off too, because that's right in the way of where the K-frame is going to be. So we're going to start pulling that off, and then we'll show you what that looks like after this. All right, we got the oil filter off. Good thing we had our little chain vice grip thing here. That thing was on there super tight.
Let me. Daddy.
Could barely get it off.
I'll go. I'm finally back.
There we go. We're gonna have to get a large hex head Allen to get that off. I think that's pretty much holding this oil cooler onto the base of the engine. So I'll have to bring that from work. When I bring that from work, then we'll get that off and it'll be done. Okay?
What?
I'll give you one last look at the car. This is where we're at with the wiring. So we're gonna run the wiring, probably have the electronic ignition stuff up here. That's the K-frame that goes on the front half of the engine. That's why we need the mid-sump oil pan, so that the bump will be behind this K-frame. Once we get that all mounted up, we're gonna put the engine in here, and then we're gonna run the wiring, figure out if this stuff is gonna clear the air cleaner, and then once we decide on that, then we'll have to put the main engine harness on and put an extension wire that runs all the way over to this plug here.
You can see my dog, but stay right there. Okay? Hello! My name is...
Okay. All right. All right, so that's our oil pan. We're done with it finally, right? We're done with the oil pan. So next we're gonna get that oil cooler off of there and do the remote oil filter mount. But the main thing is we're gonna get that engine mounted in there so we can run
engine?
Yeah, that engine over there into there, so then we can route the wires.
So that engine over there comes to here.
So then we're gonna get that in there. We're gonna route the wiring, and then we're gonna get this all cleaned out and painted up.
Subscribe to me, not my dad.
Yeah, subscribe to our channel.